Hello, my name is Jacob McCormick. I'm one of the two Colby Store College students working with Andover Conservation Commission to create a wetlands ordinance map for the town of Andover, New Hampshire. As you can see here, this is our final product that we have created over the course of this semester. We utilize a program known as Google My Maps to help share our data. Google My Maps is a Google interface which allows you to upload GIS data onto a Google map. And from there, you can share it with the community, organizations in different forms. You can share it in an editable format that anyone that views the program can edit, or you can share it in a format where only people can view the map information. And I think this will be very beneficial for the town of Andover as the Conservation Commission themselves can continue to edit this document into the future, but can also share this document with the public in a form where they're able to interact with the map but not change the data within it. From here, we uploaded our data onto Google My Maps. In order to do this, you go on to Add Layer, and then from here, it allows you to import any kind of GIS data as a .kml file. From here, we utilize tax parcel data from Andover, New Hampshire, and wetlands data from the National Wetland Inventory from the Fish and Wildlife Service. This wetlands layer is updated as of 2020 and utilizes all the rivers, streams, and wetlands within New Hampshire. As you can see here, this is the final product that we were able to create. As you can see, we used two layers, tax parcels layer of Andover, New Hampshire, and wetlands buffer layer that we were able to create ourselves using the wetlands in Andover, New Hampshire. We utilized 100-foot buffer zones around all locations, aside from two separate locations that were specified to be 50-foot locations. If we zoom into the map, we can see how we are able to make this map interactive. We were able to intersect the tax parcels along with the buffer layers that we're able to create. And so that when you were to zoom into any tax parcel, you can click on the tax parcel itself to find its acreage, and then click on the wetlands within it to find a separate acreage. If you view this tax parcel here, we're able to calculate acreage using QGIS. We also offered a short description representing what the layer represents. As you can see here, this description tells us that this layer is just tax parcel data and requires no information from the wetlands layer. Along with this, Google My Maps will also calculate area and perimeter of all shapes within it. These areas are approximate and relatively close to the calculations we had in QGIS. If we look at this parcel here, we can see that there's approximately 77.2 acres of tax parcel entirely. If you click on the green shaded areas, this represents our wetlands buffer layer. If you click on here, you can see that within this entire parcel, there's approximately 3.44 acres of wetlands buffer area. To see this in a different location, we can zoom into this tax parcel here. This tax parcel here is approximately 33 acres, and we click on the wetlands within it, we can see that approximately of this 33 acres, 19.59 acres of which is wetlands buffer area. As the editor for this file, the town of Andover can also change how they want to display this data to the general public. If you click here, you can see that we have uniform style selected for each one. Uniform style allows each parcel and each shape to be colored and featured the same exact way. If you hover over the all items feature right here, you can also change the color of this. You can change the color to represent orange, for example, change the polygon's transparency, and also change its border width. This allows you to interact and also display the data to the public as you want. This is greatly beneficial as different layers can be imported into this file in the future. And if some colors are not agreeing with each other or representing the data as you would like, you can edit this and it's no longer stuck to what we have just created in the course of the semester. Since this document is also a Google interface, you can also utilize the search feature as well as define locations. For example, I have previously searched Andover, New Hampshire Town Hall. This will bring us to the Selectman's office, right on Main Street. As you can see here on this Andover tax parcel of the Selectman's office, you can see that there's approximately 20 acres of land and 11.7 acres of wetlands buffer area. This will allow the map to be more interactive with the public, as not everyone knows where their property is or what tax parcel number they are. They can now search their street address and find their property this way. There are two separate ways you can share this document with different users. You can share it in an editable way, and you can also share it in a preview-only way. To help share with other users to help collaborate, you can hit the share feature button right here. This is very similar to many other Google platforms where you can share your document with other Google users or other emails. Along with this, you can also copy the URL link and then share this with the public this way. You can also create a preview-only mode where the public can view this map but also not change any of the information within it. In this preview mode, you can share it via email, or you can share it in an embedded link. This embedded link can then be uploaded to any website and utilized as a separate window. As you can see here, this is a share edit tool. You can hit embed in site, share via email, and also share on social media as well. First layer we created highlights around all the wetlands and rivers in the town of Andover. There are some problems with this data. When we were creating this data and we intersected the tax parcels along with the buffers layer, we discovered that the tax parcels layer includes water bodies within it, but this tax parcel layer is not updated to the shape of all the wetlands in Andover. As you can see here in Highland Lake, the buffer area around it crosses into the lake in some areas and is around the border of the lake in others. This is because the Andover tax parcel layer is not up to date with current wetlands layer. And so throughout this map that we have created, there will be some faults in this data. In order to solve this, we would have to do a reassessment of the tax parcels within Andover, New Hampshire, and update this along with wetlands within the town of Andover. This would solve the borders around all wetlands in the town of Andover. This would benefit the wetland ordinance, as this will give more exact data to go along with the tax parcels of individuals. On behalf of Rebecca Butterock and I'd like to thank the Andover Conservation Commission for this opportunity to work alongside you on this project. We also like to thank you for your flexibility amidst this coronavirus pandemic, as we know this changed the ultimate timeline of this project and also changed the end result along with it. We hope that what we have created will be beneficial to the town of Andover into the future. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in the future. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity to work alongside you on this project.